Hello, George, Bad Ninja Food Forest. This is our front composting area. Got a lot of these videos. I show how it ends up in the Johnson Sioux over here at the end. I've showed how the Johnson Sioux are up to almost 10 of them now, mine. Some of the mistakes we made. I made that in videos. But just the initial composting process, this is what we do. So I'm going to pile it up. I'm going to soak it with a hose, make sure it's good and wet. I'm going to go 2 browns. So 2 parts wood chips, fresh wood chips. These are already composted pile wood chips. They've been turned 3 times, 2 times. So I got piles on either side. I'm going to take fresh wood chips. That'll be our brown, our carbon. So 2 parts brown, 1 part green. That's the food scraps. And then for every one of those, every 2 of those that I do, I'll give a shake or 2 of these old wood chips that are already composted. They've got that bacteria in there that we're looking for to jumpstart the pile. And this is how I layer it up. When I do that, you'll see I go 2 browns, 1 green. So 2 parts wood chips, 1 part food scraps, spray it with water, repeat that process. After about 3 times, I'll stick the pitchfork in and I'll jiggle it. I'm opening it up. What that does, it kind of stirs it up, mixes all those parts together, flattens the pile out a little bit, and mixes all those parts together. So we get a more homogenized pile. If you don't do that, you're going to end up with anaerobic pockets inside of it. You'll have a whole bunch of green inside there, and that's going to suffocate it, get too hot too quick, and then go anaerobic without oxygen. All right, time to turn the pile. So I've already got food scraps over here. I flattened out an area here in between these 2 composts. I'm going to start with some greens I've got dumped out. Some of the bigger vegetables that are in here, I'll take the shovel and chop them up. This melon's a good example of that, whatever that is. And the microbes, the more surface area we make on it, the quicker it's going to break down. Again, homogenize that pile, become mixed together. And these potatoes, apples, onions, heads of lettuce, anything like that, banana, peppers, chop them up a little bit. So these are clean wood chips. Been sitting here for a little while, starting to break down, but a lot more carbon, a lot more of our brown in these wood chips. So I did 2 scoops, 2 pitchforks of the green. I'm gonna do 4 of that, 1 of this compost, and some water. I'll probably quit talking at this point, put it on high speed for you. I'm just going to repeat this process a bunch of times. So I'm taking from different parts of the wood chips. When they drop the wood chips off, it might be all locust in one area, whatever certain kind of tree, and acidic, more of a pine with a bunch of more acidic, low pH in there. We can get diversity of wood chips from that pile from all over the place. There's going to be compost around it, adding a little bit of different compost everywhere. Diversity of microbes in there. Keeping that ratio the same. 2 brown, 1 green, 1 old compost. That's probably more old compost than I need, but I got a ton of it. So we're getting it started, firing it up. Back to the greens, the food scraps. A couple of these. Sprinkling them all over the top. Okay, there's the pile. So I build it up in the layers. It's already on hyperlapse. I don't know if you can see me sticking my fork into it and moving it, spreading it out. I did that a couple times. So 1 green, 2 browns, 1 green, 2 browns, that ratio all the way up. Mixing it together to homogenize it a bit, make it more equal in proportion so we don't get any areas with too many browns or too many greens in them. Finished it by spraying the buckets out over top, getting the last of that good nutrient in there, making sure everything's real moist, giving a spray down, and covering it with a fresher wood chip on top in case there's any of the smells that might show up from the greens as they're breaking down. I cover with a good carbon layer. So a good carbon layer at the end. I have ants in my pants, my shoes. George, Fat Ninja Food Forest, we'll have a quick look around. So like I said, below you, compost is sitting at, focus, about 135 or so. Big piles. Different temperatures within it. From 120, it was almost 160 the other day, and opened it up a little bit. All way up in that thermophilic range. New pile here. Within 36 hours, I'm going to bet that's going to be there. The two next to it on either side of it, they were all sitting at 120. They've been there for a long time.